So FPL is gonna be back tomorrow, so it's time to finalize our team. This is what I've come up with after a lot of tinkering, almost every day, and this is the one I'm most happy with. So let's get on to it. First of all is Meslier in goal. Now I've also got Ward on the bench. Since Schmeichel's gone, he is gonna be the number one goalkeeper now. Roger's gonna give him the number one shirt, and he's been praising him a lot lately, and probably they won't gonna buy any more goalkeepers because they have financial issues and they have bigger holes to fill with. Now Meslier does rotate well with Ward, that's why, and I didn't completely want to go to another 4.0 like a backup to Ward. If they by any chance buys a goalkeeper in August, then I'm gonna be in big trouble because I don't really want to use a precious free transfer on a freaking goalkeeper. Like, that's not ideal. So I'd rather have a 4.5 goals who rotates well with Ward, so I have that insurance and plus, you know, get as much points as possible in that goalkeeper position. So Meslier stays. Leeds have improved defensively under the new manager Jesse March, so I'm hopeful. Next up, I've got the defense, and it's 3 at the back. Yes, not 4 at the back, not 5 at the back, it's 3 at the back. And I've gone with the expensive ones. So Trent, Cancelo, Robertson, like those are the 3 premium defenders you mainly need. All the other ones are optional or just good to have for rank boosts. But these are the main 3. I went with, so you can probably guess the other Liverpool asset is Salah. So this is the triple Liverpool I've gone up with. Trent is not, like, I don't need to explain him. He's the best defender in the Premier League in fantasy football terms, and Cancelo is an outstanding Man City value defender, and he's also got that number 7 jersey, so I think he's gonna be even or nil. Perhaps if they buy another left back, but right now, like, Man City only has like 3 fullbacks now. For the first few game weeks, Cancelo's gonna be nil. I have Nico Williams and Patterson on the bench. Like, those 2 are actually starters. For 4 million, Nico Williams and Patterson, like, they are actually starters. So I'll just squeeze every bit of money from the bench and put it into the starting 11. And the third one is Robertson. Robertson has impressed me in the Community Shield. Before it was Diaz, but now I've switched to Robertson because he was really attacking. He also got an assist in the Community Shield against Man City, and he is a proven asset. So it's safer to pick him. He's also nailed as well. The other ones in the attack are a bit unsure of because of their variety options Liverpool now has. There could be rotation and also the 5 sub rule. So yeah, this is the defense. Now it's the midfield. This is my midfield engine. Five midfielders. No Andres Pereira. All playing 5 high ceiling midfielders because I think there's a lot of value in midfield this time around, as well as the defense. But I trust the attackers more than I trust the defenders. So first of all is Bailey, Leon Bay, or Bailey, however you want to pronounce it. And he has been very impressive in preseason, and Gerrard says that he is likely to start now because he has impressed him with, like, what, two goals or 3 goals, something like that, and he has been very explosive, and he is an absolute game changer for Aston Villa. They really needed a player like him who has great pace and do a lot of dribbling stuff to help the team. and score a lot of goals. I think he's gonna explode in the first couple of game weeks. Maybe things could change later, but for now it's Bailey. Next up is Mason Mount. He's out of all the Chelsea assets, he's looked the most impressive, and I don't trust the defense yet because the backline is fairly new now, and Chilwell's didn't have good preseason, so that kind of weakens the defense a little bit. And new signings they're gonna have take some time to bed in. The defense needs time to bed in more than the attack, and Mason Mount is a sure nailed on starter. He's looked the best out of all the Chelsea assets in preseason. Next up is Mohamed Salah. You can't go without him. Best player in fantasy Premier League history. This guy's a set and forget captain. You have to pick him. He is the main guy for Liverpool. Next up is Rashford. Now this is a punt. I'm gonna back the Man United attack. I'm gonna back Ten Hag because they're gonna play a high line, and Rashford's gonna be on the left, nailed on, because article from the Athletic stated Martial is out now, and Sancho has an illness, and there's also uncertainty about Ronaldo playing. He only had 45 minutes in preseason, so Rashford is nil. If Ronaldo doesn't start, Rashford could also play as the striker, so it's a worth punt to take on for the first 2 game weeks at least. And he faces like Brighton at home and Brentford. Like Brentford are shocking defensively now in preseason, and Brighton at home, like since it's at home and Man United are good at first game weeks, and Man United likes to feed off that fresh new season crowd to get a lot of boost out of it. So yeah, next up is Natto. Yeah, he's the best Wolves asset you can pick, and for 5.5 million, he's very attacking. He's been really impressive as well in preseason, and even with him and his gone, like Podence is now playing as false 9, but it also made Natto to be one of the main guys in that attack. He's gonna be involved in everything. For 5.5 million, you can't go much wrong. So this is my midfield. It's looking pretty stacked. And finally, it's the forwards, and it's just Kane and Jesus. Why not? Like, Jesus is the most highly owned asset before the game week starts. Like, I think that's a new record. Like, he's now 70% owned. Like, that's crazy. And he has been the standout performer in preseason for Arsenal, and among the majority of attackers in FPL as well. Every attack from Arsenal just funnels into Jesus, and he's gonna get all the goals, I think. But for now, I'm just gonna stick with Jesus. I would love to have another Arsenal attacker, but I mean, I'm pretty full at the moment in midfield. I don't have any space for another attacker. Maybe later on after game week 2 I can switch in Rashford for Martinelli. That's the plan right now. And the second one is, who else for Harry Kane? I mean, there's Haaland as well, but I'm gonna pick Harry Kane because he had a better preseason, and Spurs are looking very dangerous and very ready and hungry for the new season. And Kane has scored so many goals and was involved in every single attack, and he looks so much better this season, and he looks even fitter than Son. Like, he looks like a wrecking ball. Like, you have to pick him. Like, maybe you could go the other way, pick Haaland, but I'm gonna go with Kane. I'm gonna go with the proven Premier League asset, and I'm gonna hope for the best actually against Haaland. I'll probably bring in Haaland in game week 2 for Kane, or switch around with Mount to Foden. But that's why I'm going with Kane, because I'm really unsure of the Man City attack and how they will work in the first game week, and see who's gonna get the most minutes against Bournemouth in game week 2. So this is it. It's my final draft. maybe things could change after the press conference. So follow me on Twitter, links in the description, and hopefully you liked it, and see you later in Game Week 2. Hopefully you all have a great week, and hopefully this team packs a punch. Good riddance.